Nioh 2 takes place several decades prior to the previous Nioh. Instead of William, you play as a new protagonist of your own creation, and quickly are introduced to the concept of being a hybrid, part human, part yokai. The story element is also the game's biggest evolution from the previous title. Being part yokai, as you can imagine, leads to many gameplay departures. Gone are the living weapons from the original game, and in their place is the ability to transform into 3 distinct yokai forms. Each one has several unique abilities. The yokai form also dictates the next biggest gameplay change, which is the ability to counter with your yokai. Each form allows you to counter a yokai's normally unblockable attacks. These parries are all different, one acting more as an interrupt and another, for example, more of a direct counter. Like the original game, these additions aren't just added for excitement and flair, but they are crucial to making any real progress as Nioh 2 ramps up the difficulty quite a bit. The other significant gameplay addition is the ability to capture yokai souls. Every single yokai in this game, from the adorable Kodamas and every single boss, can be captured and used as new abilities. This new system, the yokai forms, all fold into everything from the previous game, such as guardian spirits, ki burst, weapon stances, and more to create an incredible layer of depth. As a returning veteran, the new gameplay mechanics help establish a new learning curve, and it was a much welcome layer to a game that we'd all grown so comfortable with. New players, I feel, might have a hard time because the sheer amount of mechanics Nioh 2 throws can be a bit intimidating. Nioh 2 does feature an excellent index, and it tries in several ways to explain its mechanics to players, but it certainly isn't afraid to make the training gloves come off and punish you if you don't pay attention. Outside of these changes, Nioh 2's story is told in familiar fashion. You move around the map of feudal Japan and advance through main and side missions told through several chapters. Your custom character does not speak and has a mouthpiece named Tochikito who accompanies you. Tochikito is an Amrita merchant who befriends you, and the pair of you roll around with historical figures such as Nobunaga and get to experience the rise and fall of his empire. Although most of the story takes place 50 years before the first game, Nioh 2 is not purely a prequel. Now, to say anything more would give too much away, but rest assured this story is all-encompassing and features plenty of callbacks to the original game in some unexpected ways. Nioh 2 also features improved visuals, and despite reusing some gear and stages, it more than makes up for that with tons of brand new environments, weapons, and armor all over the place. Quality of life features in Nioh 2 are abound, and the much maligned co-op experience of Nioh is vastly improved. Right out of the gate, playing with friends is made much easier, and the co-op has even been expanded to 3 players. Even if you don't have a friend around, special graves will allow you to summon NPCs based on other players to assist during stages. Nioh 2 also features excellent inventory management, filters, accessibility options, and runs fantastic on a base or pro model. Sometimes sequels innovate in drastic measures, and sometimes they can lose sight of what made the original so good to begin with. Nioh 2 may seem like an expansion upon first glance, but if you dig any deeper, it's easy to see the bevy of new gameplay features, the great and expansive new campaign, and tons of quality of life updates truly help Nioh 2 stand above its predecessor. I gave the original Nioh a 5 out of 5 at my previous website, and for Rectified Gaming, I'm giving Nioh 2 a 9.2. I think it's an excellent game and is one of the best pure action titles that is out there at the moment. It doesn't really fit in with the Dark Souls genre as much as those comparisons are made. It's truly its own style now, and it's really comfortable living in that skin, and it is a lot of fun to try to get through, and boy is it tough. I love this game. I cannot wait to see the expansions. I hope all of you enjoyed this review as much as I've enjoyed playing this game, and I'll see all of you next time